Welcome all to a short reflection and a very short reading this time, to be used in conjunction with our communion service on the 29th of July. I hope this finds you well. Very short reading, gospel reading set for today is from Matthew chapter 13 verses 44 to 46. These are two sayings from Jesus. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. A man found it, he hid it again, and then in his joy went and sold all he had and bought that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant looking for fine pearls. When he found one of great value, he went away and sold everything he had and bought it. How excited about Jesus should we be? When was the last time you felt excited about your understanding of the kingdom of God? This very short passage is two of Jesus' sayings. You have to get the idea that we ought to get excited about our talk of Jesus and of his kingdom, the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven, we are told, is like a treasure hidden in a field, and you go and sell everything you have to buy the field. The kingdom of God is that precious. Or think of a merchant who has traded pearls for some time. He finds a really special one. He recognizes the true value of that pearl, and he too goes away, sells everything to buy that one pearl. For me, this raises a few questions. Like the merchant, do we truly recognize the value of the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of God? Like the treasure hunter, are we willing to sell everything to buy the field? Think about that, the level of investment going on there. Putting everything up for sale to buy one field. Now, it is a field that brought joy. The kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of God, brings joy. The treasure hunter invested everything into this. How much are we willing to invest into our relationship with Jesus, into our part in the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of God? So just how special is the kingdom of heaven to you? This isn't a future hope of heaven. It's about letting God's rules and authority shape your life now. It's about helping signs of the kingdom to be seen in the world around us now, for others to see and to react to. Unsurprisingly, I have no expensive jewellery. I do at times watch parts of the Antiques Roadshow. There is that joyful ooh and a gasp if the value is high. There's often a comment too, simply about the beauty of the object. Jewellery is both a financial investment as much as a statement of beauty. How much do we invest into the kingdom of heaven? Do we pursue the kingdom of heaven in our prayers, wanting it to shape our lives? Do we read about the kingdom of heaven? Do we understand what the kingdom of heaven is? It's about letting God's rule shape creation, to shape us. Actually, do we invest financially in the work of the kingdom? When was the last time you had a conversation with someone about the kingdom of heaven and your place within it? For Jesus, talk about the kingdom of heaven was precious, it was beautiful. For Jesus, talk about the kingdom of heaven was central to who he is and his hopes for each of us too. If the kingdom of heaven is so important for Jesus to talk about in this way, shouldn't it be an important subject for us too, who seek to follow him. Please talk about, pray about, learn about, financially invest in the kingdom of heaven. Jesus wants us to understand how precious and beautiful it is, and the joy in understanding this. We live in ugly times at the moment. May Jesus' kingdom bring beauty and value into your life today. The question, as the sermon slot draws to a close, is how much will you pursue the kingdom of God? As much as the treasure hunter? As much as the merchant? Or is the sermon now over? The choice is yours.